I'm Giovanni Vigna, and I'm the CTO at Lastline. The coronavirus pandemic has changed the way in which we relate to other people, carry out our work, and interact with various components of our business processes. There are a few ways in which this new work at home, social distancing, quarantine situation has affected the security of our work environment. Three things come to mind. First of all, since everything happened in a fast pace without much time for preparation, many workers find themselves using their home computer for security critical tasks. This has two drawbacks. On the one hand, it is difficult to secure those platforms as well as the platforms that were used within the enterprise. At the same time, a compromise of those computers would not only disclose enterprise-related information, but also very personal information, opening to a new form of exploitation by cyber criminals. So this is one of the challenges that has definitely affected many companies and many employees of those companies. The second thing is that the coronavirus brought a general sense of anxiety. Everybody wants to know the latest news about the situation, the infection, what are the possible cures, and therefore there is a tendency of reacting very promptly to emails that contain references to these kind of arguments or topics. So we have seen an enormous flare of COVID-related spam campaigns, mostly targeted to distribute info stealers, which are programs that will steal your personal information for later scams or identity theft and similar type of attacks. So the criminals perceived an opportunity to exploit the COVID-19 problem to create new waves of attacks that are themed after this pandemic. The third thing is that we have moved many processes that were usually human-centric to the virtual world. There are many situations in which check and balances on security relevant processes were carried out by somebody walking to an office asking permission, and therefore these processes have been disrupted by the virtualization of the work environment. This virtualization creates new opportunities for business email compromise, scam, impersonation within the org chart of a company, because now that link that we gave for granted of having physical presence in the same place at the same time is gone. And it might not ever be there again because we don't know what the future has for us. Therefore, we need to do several things. First of all, we need to have our renewed attention to the security of our working environment. For example, using virtualization can greatly improve the security of your environment. Having virtual machines doing the work that you have to do separate for the virtual machine that you use for your entertainment and personal activity will create at least some protection so that these two worlds will not collide and bleed into each other. Second, we need to be very, very diligent in looking at email that come to us and resist the temptation to click on document, attachments, links, especially when they're related to this COVID-19 news. Finally, we need to rethink our business processes in a way that take into account the virtual nature of today's workplace. So we need to create new check and balances in our virtual environment so that important security critical decisions are taken with the right level of protection and consideration. So it's a little bit of work that we have to do to make our workplace secure again, but a little bit of effort can go a long way to make our processes, our companies, and our personal life a lot more secure. Thank you.